Alright lads, so the end of month banner has officially been announced in game and we're going to check out the new characters. So of course yesterday we had the master reveal and we saw the gameplay and stuff like that. Today we are focusing on the skills of the characters. What are these characters going to offer? And most importantly, does Azashiro have 2 killers? Hopefully he does. I'm a bit late to this, but let's check it out. So, new banner, again, triple KENPACHI banner, power KENPACHI ZARAKI, speed KENPACHI AZASHIRO, and technique KENPACHI KURUYASHIKI. One of the interesting things that we did saw from yesterday's gameplay is that KURUYASHIKI looks a tad bit different. He has skills that he's kind of lacking, and we're not really sure what the character is supposed to be. He might be designed for brave battles, and again, we're about to find out. So, I'm excited for it. Let's check out the characters and also the banner itself, right? So the first one we have is Zaraki. Immediate strong attack type. Okay, it's already off to a good start. All attacks inflict weakening. That's great. New innate skill. Full stamina damage only. Increase strong attack damage plus 40%. Wow. That's a lot. So it's not full stam, but only when you're at full stamina, you get a 40% sad buff. If he has a way to passively heal himself every time you go into another room, that's going to be really, really good. If not, you might just want to have a healer on your team. But that's a powerful buff. Plus, in addition to that, 30% extra damage in co-op quests. That's not too bad. And he does have Sniper Killer. Gleeful Onslaught. With a mechanical law, KENPACHI unleashes a brutal attack that causes immense damage, inflicting weakening. Okay, so 12% recharge, full stamina, 40% strong attack damage. Does he already have Berserk? Okay, this character's stacked. No wonder why he has that. So he has no passive way to heal himself, which I think it kind of sucks in my opinion, but it's kind of balanced because that's a massive damage output. Keep in mind, he does have weakening on everything, plus frenzy, plus 2. Then again, he has Elm Reversal, so he does get inflicted by Spasm, and you can just heal back up to full HP. That's not too bad. Marauder, Poise, the 30% extra damage in co-op quests, with the 40% sad and frenzy plus 2. This character is going to hit like an absolute truck. Wow. And from what we saw from the gameplay, the character's short attacks are good to begin with, so we already have like a very top tier character. And I know, he's another power Sniper Killer, but it's been a hot minute since we received like a really powerful power Sniper Killer outside of, Kisuke, who plays a tad bit differently. This character is all about clearing fast and hitting very hard, while Kisuke is more so the safe character that clears a tad bit slower. I kind of like that, but KENPACHI already looks great. I'm excited for him. Let's check out the next character. Azashiro. Please have 2 killers. Oh, he has a Ranka. Yeah, best speed character in the game. Oh, no way. I knew it. This is why. I know I was one of you lads. I wanted Urozakuro to get her own character, but I knew if they combined the two, Azashiro and Urozakuro, he was going to have 2 killers. And he's a speed character. They showcased it yesterday at Holo Killer. I knew it. They had to do it. He had to have a Ranka killer, and he does. This right here is already looking like to be one of the best characters in the game, and he has a new skill, Counter Attack. Okay, let's check that out. So, range, strong attack type, normal attacks and strong attacks inflict drain. That's already great. Special move does inflict burn and drain, and he has a new skill, Counter Attack. If this does damage every time he takes damage, that's going to be interesting. That's going to be really good, actually, in my opinion. So, already there, 2 colors, Holo and Aranka, makes him one of the better speed characters in the game. The strong attack kit that he does have, we have to check out in a minute after we do, check the full list of the characters. But he already looks good to begin with, right? So, wow. Shout out to Moonless, by the way. Much love, lads. So, recharge character, 50% chance to dodge Aranka damage and also Holo damage. Okay. Complete status immunity. Okay. I'm liking what I'm seeing thus far. He has Havoc plus 20%, Berserker plus 40, Bombardment plus 1. Wow. Okay. So, what is counterattack? I guess we're going to find out in a minute, right? And he gets Poison Arena too. This character's stacked. So what you're seeing here is a very powerful character in both PvE content, great in guild quests, and also really powerful in Arena. So 20% Havoc is great, 40% Berserker with Friendly plus 1 is a tad bit on the lower side. I mean, it's not bad, it's good, but like, compared to KENPACHI, Friendly plus 2, 40%, strong attack damage. He only has Friendly plus 1 with Berserker plus 40, but he does have Guard Break, he does have the status element, Spiritual Pressure Boost plus 80%. That is beautiful. That's going to be great for, IT. It's going to be great for guild quests because he does have Bombardment. And his Soul Bomb does inflict Drain and Burn, right? So that's actually pretty good. And he has Counter Attack too, which I guess we're going to find out what that is actually in a minute. Now let's talk about this character. Okay. Okay, that's kind of cracked. That's kind of cracked. Alright, so he's definitely looking to be the Brave Battle character, right? What killer? Captain. Okay, so what is he, the Can he kill counter? So immediate no attack damage. A new innate skill has poise. A new skill, half stamina only. So that's what we saw in the gameplay. When you get under 50% HP, something happens. He gets an increased no attack damage plus 30%, and also decreased damage taken by 50%. That is huge. How is that going to work? Because this character is going to have, like, does he have DR himself? Oh my god. What am I looking at? What is this? Hold on. What? No, Kenny's, no. Alright, so I'm seeing no guard break, unfortunately. And it sucks, because what we want to see with NAD characters like this, you want to have guard break. And Kuruyashiki looks really, really cool. For him to be basically just straight up put into a Brave Battle, it kind of does suck. But I had a thought about it. It's like, well, yes, it's true that, KENPACHI has guard break with somewhat the Safui one that came out at the end of the year. I don't even use him for PvE content. So it's like, it's whatever. It's whatever. But he does appear to be a Brave Battle character. Captain Killer, 20% DR. That's a good link. Weakened duration minus 100%. Sprinter plus 1 poise. Flurry plus 2 is great. Plus a 50% Berserker. Kind of throwaway in my opinion, but okay. Pierce Barrier. Ignore Brave Battle Invincibility. So what we are looking at here, just from these two skills alone, he's potentially one of the best Brave Battle characters in the game. So Pierce Barrier means he's going to be able to counter someone like KENPACHI, for example. He does have Captain Killer against him. He also does have Ignore Brave Battle Invincibility. And from the looks of it, he himself does not have Brave Battle Invincibility. So I'm really liking that. What they are doing with Brave Battles with these two most recent Brave Battle characters is that they aren't just slapping on Invincibility. They're kind of countering it and making it so it's maybe somewhat balanced. Because, KENPACHI, I think, was a quite a healthy character for Brave Battles. He countered the invincible characters, but at the same time had a plethora of counters himself. So I kind of like that. And we might just do the same thing here. So he himself does not have Brave Battle Invincibility, but he can ignore it. He does prevent Last Ditch Survival. Okay, that's pretty interesting. He has a team party buff, so 20% no attack damage with Flurry plus 2 and under 50%. You're getting that extra 30% NAD. As far as Brave Battle characters go, he's going to be the hardest hitting character in Brave Battles. Because that's, 50% NAD, essentially under 50%, plus Flurry 2. You're already just dominating, and then you have decreased damage taken by 50% when you get under 30. Unless you one-shot him, this character's gonna just be a massive tank. So you're gonna have the 50% damage taken when under 50%, plus the 20% from his soul trait, and then also like 30-something%, maybe even 60% from his links. This character's gonna have like 120% last ditch. What? This character's going to have like 120% decreased damage taken. That's insane. I don't think it's going to stack together. It might be 50%. I'm not even sure how the numbers are going to work, but this character is almost going to be unkillable for the most part, under 50%. That's kind of insane, in my opinion. And in Arena, he doesn't get anything special, but that's perfectly fine. Let's check out the new skills. Again, full stamina only, you get a 40% strong attack damage buff. Interesting. That's, again, very good. Extra damage in co-op. New counter attack. So let's check this out. This is what Azashiro has. So deal damage to an enemy whenever your soul trait or innate skill evade. What? Hold on. So, deal damage to an enemy whenever your soul trait or innate skill evasion rate allows you to dodge their attack. The activation of the counter attack will not stop any of your own attacks, and counter attack will not activate in response to damage from status elements. So we need to see, that could be gimmicky, but I'm liking what I'm seeing thus far. So again, if you notice with Azashiro, he has a 50% chance to dodge Hollows and Arankas. So there's a pretty good chance if you're playing IZ and you're going against Hollows and Arankas, you're going to be just taking no damage for the most part. I mean, 50% of the time you're going to be taking no damage, and you're countering that attack. I want to know how that damage is going to scale, because if it one-shots something, this is the character that you might just want to just take damage and just, like, kill instantly. That'd be kind of cool. I'd love to see what they're going to do with that in the future, in my opinion. But what you can see here is that the decreased damage taken minus 50% is applied after the decrease is provided by soul trait and other skills. So you're not going to have like 120% decreased damage taken. It's more so you're going to have like 60%, and then you're taking like 50% less damage of the damage that you're now taking. So it's still kind of cracked. That's an absolutely stacked skill, and the banner itself is not looking bad. It's not looking bad. I like it. So what we can see here is that we have all comfort characters. No surprise there. I'm liking the top row, mainly because I do like Ikone. I do need Shuhei. I don't have Aura. Would love to get her. Shinji and also Grimjow is still great. I personally don't own Loopy. And then the last three characters are kind of just okay, but it's not a bad banner. Again, the banner itself is the usual stuff, so that's what you get here. 6% rate, it kind of sucks, but It is what it is. It is what it is. So to finish off the video, we are over on BBS Simulator to talk about the characters' strong attacks, because we can check out the gameplay, but again, sometimes you can't really tell from the visuals alone, so it's just better to do it on Reddit, and shout out to Todex for this information. So what we will notice here is that KENPACHI, again the power character of the banner, who is SP based, does currently have a distant AoE into an AoE strong attack 1. This is normally an SA2 for a lot of characters. The best example would be our book Ichigo's SA1, where again it's like the vacuum vortex. It's a good strong attack as a good strong attack 2, but it's better as a strong attack 1 in my opinion. So that's not too bad, that's great. SA2 does appear to be a beam forward, so not like the most ideal one. Normally you would kind of want it to be switched around, but he does appear to have the good beam at the very least. So a 3000 length beam forward and a 1020 width. That's a pretty good strong attack, that's good to have. I like it thus far. And then its SA3, it does appear to be a full screen strong attack 3. Alright, looking good already. KENPACHI, very, very solid. As for KENPACHI Azashiro, he does have a shaved strong attack 1, so very similar to these type of characters. I personally would have loved a 3000 length beam. At least it's not the worst strong attack 1, in my opinion. Obviously, if he had like Kisuke's SA1, this, or Byakuya's 5th anniversary Byakuya's SA1, that would have been bad. This one, while it is range collision, I still think it's a good strong attack 1. I like it, so I'm not going to complain about that. It could have been better. It could have been significantly worse. You know, it could have been Noel's SA1. We don't want to see stuff like that, especially with someone like Azashiro. As for SA2, it's a vacuum vortex. I personally like the strong attack 2. It does appear to come out very fast and does have a lot of hits, so there's a pretty good chance you are going to be inflicting a status summon, which is good for this character. That's what this character wants to do, inflict status summons. And then its SA3 is a full screen strong attack 3. Okay. As for Kuruyashiki, the final character banner, who is NAD based, so we don't really care about strong attacks, but let's just quickly go over that anyway. His SA1 is going to be a lunge forward. His SA2 is a beam forward, so a traditional beam in front of him. And then his SA3 is just, again, a full screen. So, yeah, overall, I'm excited. I'm excited for these characters. I know it's going to suck for a lot of people that Kuruyashiki is the brave battle character of the banner, but you know, I guess a silver lining to a certain extent is that I am going to now end up using Kuruyashiki for at least the rest of the year. Because, you know, sometimes, you know, you get bored of a character or, like, they kind of get power corrupted and you stop using them. In Kuruyashiki's case, because he is a brave battle character, I'm now basically forced to use him for the rest of the year. It does suck a tad bit, but I'm still excited for these characters. KENPACHI looks great. Azashiro, in my opinion, is the one that I personally want the most. I feel like he looks really, really cool. And the fact that he has 2 killers is great. Definitely a good value character. All 3 characters are great. Definitely worth summoning for. Again, it really comes down to if you want these characters, right? Because you do have to go through the 6% rates and no guarantees, stuff like that. So, I will talk about in a couple days' time. Is it worth summoning? I do believe so. So, in the comments below, lads, let me know what you lads think about these 3 characters. Who are you most excited for? As I did already mention, for me, it's definitely Azashiro. With that said, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I said next time. Peace.